What's up, guys? I want to give you a quick update on the 4th gen twin turbo Camaro SS build. Check it out. Big. All right, guys, look, I've failed you. We took some pauses because I ordered the wrong head bolts, and I made a couple videos since, but it just didn't work out like it was supposed to. All right, so today I went ahead and I did some assembly. We don't have it 100%, but we have it like 93%. As far as just the main parts go, let me do a quick walk around. I'm gonna walk around this thing for you guys. Hey guys, please don't mind the mess in here. My shop's gotten super messy, so I'm gonna go over what I did. We got the heads put on. After that, I was like, let's go ahead and rush and get the accessories on. Put the accessories on. Got new gaskets on the water pump. I went ahead and I just got a brand new alternator. I've got a AutoZone commercial account, and guys, for you hot rodders out there, one trick to hot rodding. It's kind of one secret. It's not even a secret. One piece of advice that I give you guys is go ahead and create an LLC for, it could be automotive related. Call it your side gig. And it'll give you a business banking account, and it'll give you a tax ID number, and go create a commercial account at automotive stores, and you can get things like this alternator for super cheap. I think I spent like 120 bucks on it. But anyways, almost everything I buy parts wise, way cheaper with my commercial account at AutoZone. I just make sure I get GM parts or AC Delco or just a quality part. Anyways, guys, we got the Amazon special valve covers, some junkyard coils. I did notice something I'll have to fix is with this gasket on this Amazon special valve cover. It did ooze out a little bit, so we'll adjust that. We got the engine on. There's the transmission and bell housing. Tomorrow, I've got to go pick up the pilot bearing today, but tomorrow I am going to get the pilot bearing installed, get the transmission mated up, and we will move forward with installing the turbo kit. Which leads me to my next topic, and that is the turbos. The twin turbo APS Huron Speed kit clearly states in the instructions somewhere, you have to find it, that the turbos come pre-clocked. When I put the turbos on the engine, they didn't look clocked, so I took it upon myself to unclock them. So that's something I'm gonna have to figure out. But hey guys, when you're installing the APS Huron Speed twin turbo kit, the turbos are supposed to come pre-clocked, so don't be like me. Hey, aside from that, guys, we're just ticking along. Part of me, big part of me, was highly considering selling our T56 and the Cloud twin disc clutch and picking up an 8 HP or an 8L90 transmission, an auto. One of the new modern 8 speeds that shifts super fast. The 8 HP in particular is just a phenomenal transmission, and over the last few weeks I've slowly been building more and more interest in it. So the thing is, I decided against it only because I'm not super stoked on putting such a capable transmission in a F-body chassis. Nothing wrong with the F-body. For me, it's more of a nostalgia car. I think it's one of the last real muscle cars, if you would. A lot of people would argue that, but I think the way that it feels okay cornering, but it's not a high performance handling vehicle, obviously. So in my mind, a transmission like an 8 HP where you have all these features and fast shifting and all of that, in my mind, I was like, I'd rather put that in like a BMW swap, like LS swap 1 Series BMW, or an ATS, a Cadillac ATS base model has the Alpha chassis. So that's the same chassis that's that the 6th gen Camaro has. So maybe a Cadillac ATS with an 8 HP swap with a turbo LS, that would be a super rad combo. But anyways, guys, so I took a little bit of baby pause on this just to kind of think about, do I run a different transmission? We're just going to stick with the T56 for now. We're going to stick with the stock T56. Try to keep it alive. Once this, and what that'll do is it'll allow us to finish this up faster. Once this engine is done in the car, I'm gonna have to run the fuel system, and we're gonna have to take the front up of the car apart to put the cold side on. But once the engine's in the car and we're buttoning everything up, I'm gonna schedule a dyno tune. One of my buddies' shops in Hiwassee, Arkansas, Hiwassee Motorsports. I'm going to have a friend, Drayson Mead with Mead Motorsports, tune it. Does an excellent job. And we're going to see what kind of power this thing puts down. I'm not going to try to do anything crazy. I just want it to be healthy and fun on the street. So we're not doing like a max effort thing. We're just going to, try to be relatively spicy, but also a little bit of safety in there too. Anyways, guys, hey, thank you so much for listening. I wanted to make a cooler video than this, but I just wanted to show you guys where we're at with this, and I had to get something out there. It's been like a week and a half, I believe. I needed to get something out there for you guys. But anyways, hit subscribe if you haven't. Hit subscribe. Follow along. This thing's sweet. We have the white 72 C10, and I rescued another rust bucket that you guys are probably gonna love or hate. But anyways, hit subscribe if you haven't. We're gonna keep these things rolling, and most importantly, take care. We'll see you there.